has enough in it? Does your cup have enough in it? Sometimes my cup runneth over. And when that happens, well, let's just say I like to give back to the others. Welcome, everybody. It is another Wednesday, and you are listening to the solid sounds of White Bad Audio on ULTRA MAXIMUS' channel. And that means it's only one possible scenario. Oh, yeah, see, the cat's in the room. You guys know what time it is. It's time for the presser. So, wow, thank you, everybody, in the live chat for the wonderful love and support. You guys are fantastic. So, again, everybody, welcome to the Wednesday Night Comic Book Presser. This is January 26, 2021's New Comic Book Day overview. Please share this video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Leave me a comment if you're watching on the rewind, or if you would like to help me break the algorithms after the video ends. And of course, liking and sharing the video is a wonderful way to help the channel grow. And we are doing. So here we go. So Herd S. Eric, Mr. Eric S. Herd, Rookie of the Year, dropping fuego when it comes to logos work. Check out Ninth Wonder. Some of the work that Herd has done over there is just amazing. And yeah, does work for me too, and I appreciate what he's done for the channel. And again, the soundtrack is provided by our wonderful friends over there, White Bad Audio. Make sure you subscribe to them here on YouTube. They also have a Spotify. They also have a whitebadaudio.com where you can get custom stuff. You guys are great. You know why? Because you pushed this channel above 1,000 subscribers. And Mighty Mel V, yo, where's your package at, bro? The package you sent to me. Well, let's just say, there will be a package coming from Mel that's probably going to have some goods in it that are supposed to go into the Ultra box. But what is up, everybody in the live chat? Join in. Don't forget to check out our friends over there, Comic Barricade. Help keeping your books upright in your long boxes, your short boxes. As you move around boxes, keeping them upright is important to make sure they don't go from near mint to fine. Or very good plus. Yeah. Use that code 10% to get 10% off. Use the code ULTRA. All right, and then, of course, we got our friends over there at Wanted Comics. Past giveaways. Comic Boom's got a care package coming to him that he just doesn't know yet. And, of course, for all the rest of you guys, again, subscribe to the channel and click the notification button for notifications because... oh, Manny, hold your horses, please. Please, because you're getting ahead of yourself. Follows, of course, always appreciated, whether it be on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter. The links are all there on the main page of the YouTube channel. Super Chat isn't active. We don't care. PayPal.me/UltraMaximus if you're feeling frisky. Direct support and supporting the comic book journalism endeavor that is the lifestyle of ULTRA MAXIMUS. And remember, it is not just a name. It is absolutely a lifestyle. And someone said I should get the Transformers sound for when I change screens and come on, but that stuff's too expensive and copywritten. So we'll just have to settle for the cool stuff that I use. Anyway, Manny, but what? Yeah. So we're going to talk about that here. Just how soon? I don't know. Maybe the Raw Report top story, the worst episode is the best. A lot of people saying that this was the worst episode of the Book of Boba Fett, but it was the best episode of Mandalorian. So here we go. Spoilers. So yeah, this episode really wasn't too much about... Well, there really wasn't too much about Boba. Boba was mentioned. He was in the opening credits. He was in the closing credits. But yeah, as far as appearances in the show, this was a mid-season break of Boba Fett with a Mandalorian special. Because oh my God, this episode delivered. And if you didn't like it, well, I don't know what there's no hope for you, because this gave us everything that we were wondering about what happened, after the end of Mandalorian Season 2. And, like, the gap between there and here we are, Book of Boba Fett. So there's a lot of things a lot of things that left some people, again, if you were looking for Boba Fett action this week, you can go back and watch the first 4 episodes. I'm sorry, but it was really that good. It really, really was that good. So if you haven't seen The Mandalorian yet, I'm not going to spoil it for you, but Lewis NYC2AZ tagged me in this one this morning, and man, Mama Comic in the house. Good to see you. Thank you for joining the live stream. So the Book of Boba Fett's worst episode is one of the Mandalorian's best, and that's a problem not even Grogu can solve. So thanks for the tag this morning on that one. And of course, you guys always tag me in some stuff. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think of the latest episode of Mandalorian. And yeah, there may be something to pay attention to in the FOC review. So if this is your first time joining us on the Wednesday Night Comic Book Presser, well, I like to give you guys the overview of all the books that came out, talk about some things, maybe some first appearances, maybe read through some of the books, talk about some news in the industry, and then take a look at the books that were on Final Order cutoff this past week. So I got an action-packed show for you. Stick around, pull up a chair, an hour plus maybe, depending on how fast I talk and how much bullshitting with the live stream I do. You guys in the live chat, of course, make it great. Thank you for joining. So let me give some shout out here. Cobra Commander Girl, thank you for joining. Mama Comic, of course, you are Drunken Chat, First Lady of Drunken Chat, Comic Book Royalty. Shout out to all the other ladies of Nearing Nerdvana and Comic Book Women. Cherokee Metal, Hauser, Manny the Comic Collector. Yo, Manny. Even the LCS was asking me about this one this morning. We're going to talk about that book here, so don't worry. I got some content for you. No, and Dave's collection. So my man, the only Thor book I actually wanted, and I don't even want it for the spec, I wanted it for the cover, is the classic homage variant. And I was not able to secure one because I just decided not to go ahead and chase it. So Hauser, how about this? Neither of them are important, because if you read the story, and actually if you watched a previous episode of the Wednesday Night Comic Book Presser, and maybe even a couple of spec matrices here and there, matrices, you would realize that you were actually looking for Mighty Thor 10 through 12. The God Tempest first appears in 10, and then the God Tempest's story is told in 12 when she is explained as being merged with the Hammer. Now, this origin story, of course, actually doesn't happen without Jane Foster becoming Thor and throwing the hammer into the sun. Boom! By Comic Boom. And I gave you a shout out earlier, my man. Don't worry, your care package is going out tomorrow. So thank you again for hanging in there, and I'm sorry I lost your address, but thank you for catching up and messaging me. So everybody, Comic Boom got back to me, and I'm going to get him his care package out to him, and hopefully he shares some of it on IG and stuff like that. So it's more about the Jane Foster ones. It truly is more about the Jane Foster ones, even though the masses haven't realized it. You guys here at the Wednesday Night Comic Presser, of course, you have me. So yes. And even if you check the wiki's spoiled it already too. So the God Tempest first appears. Yeah, this is what we're talking about, Weapon X Squall. It being the Mother Storm, the God Tempest. She first appears as Jane Foster, posing as Jane Foster, and Jane Foster, her run is Mighty Thor 10 and issue 11, where she poses and then turns back into the Hammer. And then, of course, that last one, of course, is Mighty Thor 12. With the origin. So check all that stuff out. But you know what? Let's talk about our Book of the Week honorable mention. Welcome Back Saga. Now, you didn't shake the waves. You didn't have everybody in the stores like going ham over this one or looking for this one today. But you know, this is a book that definitely brought back some people who probably hadn't been to the store in a while, because it's probably one of like 4 titles that these people maybe read. So they only pick their books up like once a month, but they probably got you back in today. Amazing, Comic Boom. I'm glad to hear that too. Our Book of the Week runner-up. And as we were just discussing, You guys are ahead of the curve. See, this is what I love about the live chat. These guys are on the pulse. So I'm giving this one the runner-up, even though it's a FOMO book. It's hard to eclipse the desire, the want, the request, and of course the sheer sales figures that people were shelling out for this book. Look, if you like Donny Cates' Thor run and you think that it's going to be the best Thor stories told, yeah, it's pretty cool. Now, I want to point out there's the Ravens. Thor and those Ravens, I swear. So, this is probably going to be an important book, but as we were just discussing in the live chat, the first appearance of the God of Hammers is actually the God Tempest, and she first appears in Mighty Thor 10. Don't believe me? Go check the wiki. And the wiki even spoils it. It even has all that stuff in it. I kid you not. Kid you not. Our book of the week, and also, a little bit of FOMO in here, but, man, we've got outlets writing articles and all sorts of other just absolute craziness. Is it warranted? Well, we'll talk about this too. But your Black Panther number 3, aka the Legacy 200, 1 in 25 variant cover. Of course, Black Panther with Storm, and that's Gentle, or Gentile. I don't know how you want to pronounce his name. So, one thing I thought that was pretty cool was that Gentile is revealed to be a Wakandan secret agent. And that Gentile has vibranium on his skin, I guess. Same way Tosin. So let's get into the presser, everybody. We're going to start off now with a review of all the books that came out this week, and we're going to take a look just to see, make sure you didn't miss something. You might be heading back to the LCS, tomorrow or Friday or Saturday or Sunday. Or some of you might even be taking your first trip out. I just want to make sure you want to know what came out this week. I'll do my best to try to organize this list for you and give you the goods. So let's start at the top. He Who Fights with Monsters, of course, debuting with issue number 5. Cover A, cover B, a cover C, the homage variant cover, the old school trade dress, and then your 10 copy incentive, your 20 copy incentive, and your 30 copy incentive. Action Lab giving you the Danger Zone. New Men, number 1. Yeah, so, wondering what's going on here with the name New Men. But here's your cover B. New Men. Sounds familiar, like 1990s Rob Liefeld. Because it is. What up, Nola Nerd? Again, thanks for reminding me. Smash the thumbs up, everybody. Action Lab giving you the Ghoul Agency. Oh, placeholder. Aftershock shattering your expectations with 7 Swords number 5. Archie Comics. Archie Milestones Jumbo Digest number 13. The best of the 1960s. That boy is sharing a milkshake with those 2 girls. Placeholder, placeholder. Where are you? Had a whole bunch of them in there. Oh, see, I was trying to add in more and more content to the show, but I couldn't add any more comics, unfortunately. Telepath number 5 of a 6-issue miniseries from AWA. Black Mask. Oh, and I assure you, in front of every one of those Ultra Maximus logos is actually a publisher that was supposed to have that other tile hidden as well. But, it goes down that way. Destiny New York, 9th issue. You like how it says 9th issue on it? Planet Fitness. All right, well, I hope it's good listening, my man. Bliss on Tap Publishing giving us the dual 1 of 10 Coffin Comics, Lady Death. Cataclysmic Majesty, number 1. Cover A. And then here's your cover B. It's your Ortiz Pearls cover. And then cover C, which is your Spey foil edition. And then Lady Death Cataclysmic Majesty number 1, cover D. Lady Death Extinction Express Premiere Edition. Lady Death. There it is. Heavy Metal. Black Beacon number 5. And that is some wild looking heavy metal stuff right there. And then Savage Circus number 8. Swamp God number 3 of 6. And that's going to finish it up for the heavy metal books. Heavy metal, man. Oh, look, another placeholder in front of the Humanoids. And Humanoids, of course, giving us a Space Bastards special delivery. Big old one-shot. Good stuff. Titan Comics. Now, everybody who read this said this was a really good adaptation. So I'm probably going to have to go and check this one out when I get some time. Take a drink, everybody. Cowboy Bebop's photo variant. Now, I know the show is like canceled at Netflix, but because the show is canceled at Netflix doesn't mean it's dead. It just means that Netflix isn't going to be producing the next season of it. Would there be any of you crazy rich people out there being willing to pick up this show and production team and have them produce additional seasons? Because despite the backlash on Netflix, I think there's enough of a cult following to make that happen. I'm just at least happy that Netflix finished Lost in Space, because that was one that I was like, all right, please finish. It took them forever too. So yeah, I know they do have a petition to bring it back because there's that much of a people who actually want to see it. And then Cowboy Bebop cover C, not too bad, right? They get better. Cover D by Chan. It's not too shabby. Cover E. The cover F, black and white. So cover G is your colored blank sketch. And then here is your FOC Yoshitani Virgin variant cover. Yeah, and I agree. Season 2 usually is better, especially because Season 1 is usually a setup, establishing characters, story base, and then elaborating off that. But did anybody see this FOC variant out there? I didn't. It's probably available someplace. I just haven't looked. Valiant Comics, The Harbinger, number 4. Cover B. And then there's your cover C, pre-order bundled edition. Out of all the old Valiant books, Harbinger was the one that I read the most because it was Generation X on steroids with major consequences, meaning when characters died, they stayed dead. And it was about, young teens. So it was kind of like what X-Men was back in the 60s. But X-Men grew from being a book about teens to being a book about adults and, genetics and variants and now immortality. Zenoscope, giving you All Guts, No Glory. All Guts, No Glory, cover B. Yeah. He gave her a hand, all right. Grim Fairy Tales number 56 with a cover A. A cover B. Cover C by Garvey. And then cover D by Matos. Van Helsing, Return of League of Monsters, number 2. And then there's the cover B. And the cover C. It's going to finish it for the Zenoscope. We're on to the Boom. Boom coming in hot. Dark Blood, number 6 of 6. So, readers of Dark Blood, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think of this one. Dark Blood number 6, cover B. It's a pretty cool looking cover. Then here's your 10 copy incentive. 25 copy incentive. That is fire. It really is. Hey, yo, thanks for the show for you too, man. Lewis, you make the show, bro, in the chat. Firefly number 36. There's your cover A by Bengal, which actually did have trade dress on it. There's your cover B by Carpenter. There's your cover C, which is your 10 copy Bengal incentive. And then here is your 25 copy incentive by Pepper. Getting Dizzy, number 3. Number 3 cover B. And then there was your 10 copy incentive and your 25 copy incentive. And I can only assume the 25 copy incentive was Virgin. House of Slaughter number 4, cover A, which did have trade dress on it. House of Slaughter number 4, cover B, also had trade dress on it. And then this was your blank sketch. Here was your 25 copy incentive, which I didn't think had trade dress on it. 50 copy incentive by Romero. Your 75 copy incentive. And then your unlockable variant, which was basically the Virgin Eyes day cover. Once and Future number 24, cover A by Dan Mora. The 10 copy incentive was black and white of that. And then, wow. Mock, you are doing amazing work right now. Just saying. So many amazing artists lately. Really. Power Rangers Universe number 2 of 6. The 10 copy incentive. 25 copy incentive. 50 copy incentive. Your 100 copy incentive. The FOC reveal variant. And then this was a foil. So it's also a good time to be a Power Rangers fan. Apparently they're writing some good stuff. So this is again the Something Is Killing the Children Slaughter Pack with a reprint of issues numbers 1 through 5 with David Mack covers. You know, James, that's only if something happens to it. But I do agree. A lot of the good books that have high ratio incentives, the very few people will get lucky on those. But how do you guys feel about these the reprints here? Because this is going to be, they've already got the issues 6 through 10 coming in the next pack. So it's going to be another later print. Something Is Killing the Kids. Keep them sealed in the 5 packs or open them up? That is the question. Dark Horse Comics. Black Hammer Reborn number 8, cover A. And then cover B. Cyberpunk 2077, You Have My Word, issue number 3 of 4. And it's taken them so long to get this issue out. But here is issue 3 of 4's cover B by De La Torre. Hellboy Silver Lantern Club number 4 of 5. Open them. That's right, Dave's Collection. Open them. Except for the Midnight Suns books. I haven't opened my original copies that I purchased way back in the day. I even have some X-Forces that I purchased that I did not open for the Deadpool card. But you know, I think a couple years ago, I might have gotten people to open up more X-Forces with the Deadpool card and get them to devalue or raise the value of the bagged ones. My ploy worked. Joy Operations number 3 of 5. And then they had a cover B. That's going to finish it up for Dark Horse. Dynamite Entertainment dropping Army of Darkness number 5 of the 1979 titled run. Cover A's got a Matina book. Cover B by Soydom. Cover C by Yoon. Cover D by Sager. 10 copy black and white. 15 copy black and white. 20 copy black and white. 25 copy black and white. So all the ratios were black and white of the regular covers, and then you got your cover I limited version, your J limited version, your K Matina limited version. This is amazing. For those of you who are fans of Army of Darkness, they know Evil Ash is something to behold, and of course there's Good Ash and his sword. This is amazing. That's one of the better homage usage right there, I'm just saying. But there's the cover M. Here is your cover N 11 copy. Cover O 21 copy, which is your Yoon Virgin variant. Yeah, you know, I'm not here to talk about them unless they're comic book related. Anyway, Invincible Red Sonja number 7, cover A, cover B. Oh, Dave, I got a press, bro, and it's for purchasing books like that all the time and being, you know, upset about it. Invincible Red Sonja got a cover B by Linsner. The Selena is fire. Cover D by Cho. Cover E, Cosplay. That's an amazing cosplay cover, honestly. I thought it was artwork, and I honestly thought this artwork was cosplay. That's when you know it's good, right? So, cover E cosplay looks like artwork, and then cover F artwork looks like cosplay. So we're going to see more of that one. Cover G, black and white, 20 copy cosplay version. Cover I, 25 copy Linsner. And then here's your J, 30 copy incentive virgin variant. Distribution on these virgin variants, you know, guys, is sketchy. Today's release day. It's supposed to be out today. But your Dynamite store will let you know when they'll get it in and if they can still order it and all that other stuff, because, of course, you guys know the FOC passed on us a long time ago. But that's a pretty cool looking cover, right? And then here's your limited version for the Connor, and then the Linsner, and then the Selena. The McFarlane homage. God, it's so horrible. Then here's your FOC original trade dress, and then virgin variant. And then, James, we're about to get there, actually. Here's your cover Q, 11 copy FOC McFarlane homage. The 21 copy Cho Virgin incentive. And then here we go. The Ultraviolet. I mean, I don't know what to think of it. Honestly, James, I don't. Some of them will probably look cool. Some of them will probably look meh. This one looks wild. Because, this could be her. The first one could be like right before the campfire exploded next to her, and this one could be after. And then this could just be the same picture of her just cleaning her sword with her tongue. That's got to be sanitary. Anyway, cool cover. Sheena, Queen of the Jungle, cover A by Perillo. Amaze. Sheena, Queen of the Jungle by Besh. Also Amaze. And then here's your cover C. Your cover D by Linsner. your cosplay, your 10 copy Lee, your 20 copy Besh, black and white, and then your 25 copy Perillo, black and white, 30 copy Soydom, black and white, Perillo limited version, Besh limited version, Soydom limited version, and then yeah, what's up, kid? All right, I need to ban somebody. Is Dave Collects around? I know Dave's Collection's here, but not Dave Collects. It's all good. Here's your cover up, Lunes Nerd limited version, and then we're on to the FOC TMNT homage. Here's your 7 copy cosplay incentive, your 11 copy TMNT homage, Lee FOC incentive virgin, and then your bonus Perillo Ultraviolet. And then your FOC incentive Perillo Ultraviolet version. 15 copy. Unholy, number 2. And of course, this is the union of Vampirilla and Dracula. I read the first issue. I'm actually going to read this. Believe it or not, going to read it. There's a cover B by Besh. There's a cover C by Mare. And then there's a cover D by Art Germ. Cover E, which is your cosplay. Cover F, 10 copy incentive Perillo tinted variant. And then we got cover G, which is your 20 copy cosplay black and white. Besh 25 black and white. 30 copy cosplay virgin. Perillo limited version. Art Germ limited version. Mare limited version. Alright, so before, like I said, that one was like one of the better ones. This one's also not so bad. I gotta say, this one's not so bad. Cover M is your FOC TMNT homage variant cover. And then cover N, which is your FOC bonus variant. Wow. 7 copy FOC incentive by Perillo. 11 copy FOC incentive Virgin Homage. The 15 copy FOC incentive Art Germ black and white variant. 21 copy FOC incentive Besh Virgin. So you guys know again that the FOC variants are all that you can purchase in order to qualify for the FOC incentives. So the regular variant covers, or the regular covers and stuff like that, do not qualify towards your FOC incentive totals. It's basically a separate qualifier. Makes it really, really tough for some of these stores, smaller stores especially, to really get these. So for you guys, for you Rose Besh fans, I feel really, really bad for you chasing some of these, because some of these are going to hurt. And then there's this, which is her tongue kiss and a bat. 25 copy FOC incentive. Wow, Dynamite again. You know, you're reading their books or not, if you're not a fan, they are absolutely crushing it when it comes to cover artists and cover art game, because they have so many of them to put out every month. But we got other publishers to get through, so we're not even scratching the surface on the coolness of this episode. I got an action-packed one for you guys, and I promise you, if I could put more content into an episode, I would. IDW Entertainment, of course, is giving you My Little Pony Generations cover A, cover B, cover C, which is your 10 copy incentive. Only bronies care. Sleeping Beauties number 9 of a 10-issue series. That's a cool looking cover. I'm not reading. There's your cover B. Still not reading. Cover C, which is your 10 copy incentive. Star Trek The Next Generation Best of Captain Picard one-shot. Transformers Beast Wars number 12 has an A cover. Had this B cover. And then this has cover C. So, yeah, it was also confirmed G.I. Joe and Transformers licenses are not being renewed at IDW. Beast Wars will be ending. All of the stuff will be ending in 2022. Usagi Yojimbo, Lone Goat and Kid #1. But the other properties will stay, from what I hear. And that's going to do it for IDW. That means we're on to the Image. Deadly Class #50. Is this the final issue? I heard it might be. And then here is your cover B. And then here is your cover C. Frontiersman #5. Girl Scouts Stone Ghost #3, cover A. Cover B. Gunslinger Spawn #4, cover A by Brett Booth. Cover B by Matina. Absolute knockout. Ice Cream Man #28 got a cover A. And then a cover B. Monstrous #36. 36. Think about this. 36 issues. I think I stopped at like 20 something. Got some catching up to do. Oh boy. That's going to hurt. It's going to hurt, isn't it? Especially if I want, near mint copies, near mint plus, 90 candidates. Yeah. Saga #55. Now, with the triumphant return of Saga, can they keep the pace and keep delivering issues to keep you guys continuing to buy? Stray Dogs, Dog Days #2, cover A, cover B, and then this was your incentive variant. Since you guys love movies. Two Moons #9. And then there's your B cover for that. That's going to finish it for Image. That means we're into the DC. And this was the artwork for your A cover for Action 1039. This was the B cover. This was your C cover. And it was a 25 copy incentive. Oh, I think about it too, Nolo Nerd, but I'm so busy. And I love my life. Aquaman Green Arrow, Deep Target #4 of 7, cover A. And then here's your cover B. Awesome Sauce Radio, presented by Blind Adam in the live chat. Good to see you, man. Thanks for joining. And Nola, so I like I've talked about previously, I'm looking at maybe doing a 3-week on schedule for my regular job. Still maintaining the Wednesday presser and the Sunday or weekendish event called the Secret Variant. So still doing my stuff, but doing 3 weeks on, 1 week off, and then if I do 1 week off, spamming you guys with comic book content will probably be the goal. Getting back to some whatnot sales and some other things, but we'll see. 2022 is a new and interesting year for me personally, but got doctor's appointments, stuff like that to go to, and you guys know I'm just trying to take it easy while also living the best life I possibly can, which is what I do. So thank you. You guys are also a part of the reason why I enjoy comic books so much. So thank you. But anyway, Aquaman, Green Arrow, yeah, they switch places and suits and stuff, and yeah. Anyway, Batman Catwoman special, and this book made the news. Oh, the week's variant. And then there's the Bill Sienkiewicz. That was your incentive variant cover, so good luck on that one. DC vs. Vampires #4. Cover A. Cover B by Matina. Deathstroke Incorporated #5. Cover B. Cover C, which is your Lucio Perillo Peacemaker cardstock variant cover. And then this was your incentive variant, and I saw some stores with like 3 of these things. But You guys dig the Black Canary stuff, right? Is that how it goes, right? Detective 1050, of course, had a ton of covers. The Art Chemist, good to see you, man. Thanks for joining. So 1050. This cover right here obviously has a lot going on. It's got Harley Quinn. It's got Huntress, Batwoman, 2 different Batgirls, and it looks like Dick Grayson Robin. And then there's the Bermejo cardstock variant cover. Oh, Cherokee Metal, don't tell them about the cheat codes, man. I use the Turbo Diesel cheat code. 1050 cover C, and this is your cover D. And you go, wait a minute. Oh yeah, they do connect. Indeed, they did. So DC might have gotten you guys to buy connecting variant here today, and then they said, you know what? We're not done there. Because it's 1050 and we want to celebrate a issue milestone for whatever reason. Here's your Molina connecting variant. I think E and F. There's what they look like together. Fabok had a team variant, so not every store is going to get this one unless they order 250 copies minimum. Here is your Fornus cardstock variant. 778 of the Flash. There's the cover B to go along with it. Oh, James, yeah, you know, I debated on putting that slide in here and I didn't do it. Oh well. Justice League 71. Justice League Lozano cardstock variant. This is a very interesting take on like Speed Force Distortion Flash. Harley Quinn number 11 with a cover A by Riley Rossmo. Cover B, Derek Chew cardstock variant cover. The Peacemaker cardstock variant. And then this was your incentive. 25 copy. Human Target cover A. Cover B. Peacemaker Disturbing the Peace one shot, cover A. Your cover B. Your cover C, which is your 25 copy incentive by Ryan Brown. And then you had this one, which was your 50 copy incentive by Amanda Connor. And Amanda Connor's 50 copy incentive, I don't know. Peacemaker, do you think with everything going on with this TV show, you think orders were up? I think the orders were up. And I've got to catch up on Peacemaker. Every time I try watching it, I'm looking at the back of my eyelids within seconds afterwards because I'm so exhausted usually when I finally have time to. But nonetheless, yeah, I'm sorry. Mandalorian had, or I'm sorry, Book of Boba Fett had priority over Peacemaker this morning. Robin number 10, cover A. And then here is your Maniple cover B. And then this is your 25 copy incentive. Superman and Robin special one shot. Cover B. Cover C, 25 copy incentive. Superman 78 number 6, which is the old Christopher Reeve Superman universe. So there's Brainiac, which is wild, right? And then here's cover B, which is your Rafa Sandoval cardstock variant cover. Task Force Z, number 4, cover A. Then there's your cover B, which is your Riley Rossmo cardstock variant cover. And look at that balloon. Peacemaker cardstock variant cover. You know, they've been dropping these Peacemaker variants, and they just, you know, I don't think they saved the big ones or the good ones for the Peacemaker issue. They put them elsewhere. Like this one. This is on Task Force Z. This is nuts. Dan Mora. Yeah. All right. Anyway, Task Force Z, cover D, 25 copy incentive. Teen Titans Academy number 11, cover A by Rafa Sandoval. And then the cover B cardstock variant. Red X continues to drag out. I have to read that though, see what happens in it. Wonder Girl number 7, cover A by Matteo Scalera. And then the Julian Totino Tedesco cardstock variant cover with the goddess Yara Floor. There it is, everybody. That's the DC. Now we are on to the Marvel. Art Adams giving us a Black Cat cover. I mean, yeah, it was kind of spoilerific, right? They're like, oh, we're going to spoil it. Like, this wasn't going to spoil it? I mean, you can't really tell. Can you really tell it's the classic Spider-Man? Yes, you can. Avengers Forever, number 2. Daughterman. Thank you, Russell, for this one. Black Panther number 3. Black Panther number 3, the Frank variant. And then the 25 copy incentive variant cover. Captain America Iron Man number 3 of 5. And then there's the Philip Tan homage variant cover. Death of Doctor Strange number 5 of 5. Lopez variant. Shows Wanda holding his head though. That's wild, right? And then here's the classic homage variant cover. And then here is your Hitch variant cover. Devil's Reign number 3. There's the Bagley connecting. And then we got the Jimmy Chung headshot sketch variant cover. Now these all look amazing in person, but they would also look amazing if they were colored. Are they like part of something, or are they all just headshots that he did, black and white? Anyway, Fortes incentive variant, and it's not of 60. I don't know what happened there. Devil's Reign Winter Soldier number 1. And then there is the variant cover. Iron Man number 16. And then still one of the cooler classic homage variant covers thus far. Marauders Annual number 1. There's the Lupacino variant cover. And then here is your Baldeón design variant. Mary Jane and Black Cat Beyond number 1. And then here is the Ramos variant cover. The Peach Momoko variant. The Vila variant. The Jimenez variant. The Zetro variant, which I think was your 25 copy incentive. This was your 50 copy incentive, which was priced more than your 1 in 100 Momoko Virgin. Wonder why that is. Anyway, cool story. We'll talk about that here in a little bit. Star Wars: The High Republic Trail of Shadows number 4. Here's your Fairy variant cover. And then this was your 25 copy Gian Giordano incentive. Thor 21. So it is revealed that, yeah, we'll talk about it. Maybe? Nah, everybody else is talking about it. We don't need to. The Kreese Classic variant cover. This is the only cover I wanted. You know, I wasn't even really chasing this book. I wasn't trying to. I was like, oh, you know, it's a nothing book. It's got a variant cover. No, the Marauders is being relaunched as a new number 1 with Xavier's sister. Yeah. It's going to be interesting. But the Thor Kreese Classic variant, because of course I'm trying to chase all of these classic variant covers. And well, Not that one. Yeah. Alright, and then Jimmy Chung headshot variant cover, of course, also not too bad. Lady Sif right there, right? And then here is your Walsh 25 copy incentive variant. The 10 Deaths of Wolverine. Do you guys see what I see on that cover right there? Do you guys see what I see on that cover right there? Oh, wait. This is the Kubert Omega Wolverine spoiler design variant? What? What's going on here? Did you guys read this? This book basically takes place directly after Inferno. Directly after Inferno. And this right here? Hope you guys got him. The 10 Deaths of Wolverine with the Bagley trading card variant cover. And then the Garson connecting homage variant cover. So apparently, if you got the 10 Lives of Wolverine #1 Garson connecting homage, it'll connect to the other side of this. Oh, and then look, here we got the Dan Jurgens variant cover. And man, I swear we see some stuff there. And look at the Perel. Perel's is fire. And then here is the Hans variant cover. 10 Deaths of Wolverine Yagawa anime style incentive variant. So, yeah. Sabretooth next week. The 10 Deaths of Wolverine Sam Keith Hidden Gem variant cover. X-Men #7. Pepe Larraz just delivers. The Chung headshot variant of Rogue and the Savage Land costume. Yeah, I can understand why some of the larger retailers didn't have that one. X-Men #7, the Dodderman new lineup trading card variant. And you know what? They're going to change the lineup, and when they change the lineup, they just keep doing variants. So Dodderman's got continuous work here. How about that, everybody? So those are your new releases. Smash that like button. Let's get into all the other goods I got packed into this show for you, with the Raw Report update being the starting, well, let's just call it the starting sell. Spoilers. So Mel's got a point. Everybody is now in a hyper-focused market where if you click on somebody's links, they're getting paid. That's basically what it comes to. You're clicking on links, you're getting paid. And if somebody's clicking on your links and they're going and buying things, you're getting paid. And if you're in the comic book realm, you're probably trying to either promote a book, talk about a book, hype up a book, or pump a book, whatever they want to call it. The Mel made a really good point. The boldness that they made at Bleeding Cool to say that Black Panther #3 is the new Ultimate Fallout, and Tosin is the new Miles Morales. I don't know what to say here, but Mel, you are on point. And of course, I'm taking this opportunity right now to talk about how Mel is going to be giving away one of the 125s on Drunk Chat. So if I get stuck working and I can't witness it, I just want you guys to know. Mel's doing this for the community because that's what Mel does. But earlier today, Bleeding Cool talked about this one. So if you want to read the article, you can go and see it. But yeah, they say that Tosin is the new Miles Morales. Oh, I'm going to be going through and banning some people after this episode. So, somebody contracted a bad case. If you know what I mean. No, you don't know what I mean because I haven't told you the story yet. But here's the story. So, out of the Connecticut Post, Stratford man stole valuable comic books while working as a contractor in West Haven. The man's lawyer declined to comment, and is a dude in his 40s, and yeah. Well, he's need to be tarred and feathered. So go after him, Connecticut. So apparently you can't be a shithead in Connecticut stealing comic books. You know, Chad, you know, you're somewhat right, but I know people are hungry for spec, but also they're not getting the spec accurate. That's the problem. That's why we've got to do our part to make sure the spec is at least accurate, and then the good specs will outshine each other. And we really just need to only have correct information. And another one. DC reveals and yet another new Robin, and this made headlines on comic books, so I didn't even bother reading it. It's like, oh, well, that kind of spoils that one. No read for me to open the book now. So DC revealed that Helena Kane, the daughter of, Helena Wayne. Sorry. Helena Wayne, the daughter of Catwoman and Batman, became a Robin, at least for a little bit. And this was reported by Spencer Perry over there at comicbook.com. This is the Batman Catwoman special that Robin debuts in, but it's a one-shot. You're only going to see it once. And that's it. That's it. I will be back next week with more news. No, you know what was nonsense last year? Mephisto. Okay? And you know what else was nonsense last year? The one time I made a call about spec, I got it wrong because the Kingpin showed up. And you can find that you can find me getting eviscerated on Twitter by following ULTRA MAXIMUS X on Twitter. And you can tag me in newsworthy posts over there too. Like, seriously, you guys want to go see me get dragged? I got dragged hard because I was like, of all the things that are not going to fucking happen, Kingpin is not going to show up. I swore, I was like, man, they're going to have, they're going to reveal that the big man is like the dude from Black Widow. Like, he didn't die. You know, like, I was going to make it go deep, man. But no, it didn't happen like that, so I got dragged. It's fine. But if you also want to see some of the cool posts I do post, you can see those on IG and Facebook. And sometimes I won't cross post. I will not, like, if I'm feeling, you know, like, you know, something's cool on Facebook and I'll share it on my Facebook page, I don't necessarily always go and jump over to Twitter or IG and make sure they're all sharing with each other. So that's why you're going to follow me everywhere. Just saying. Leave me a comment below. Let me know what you think about these news stories today. And let's keep this train moving, everybody. Yeah, and it's their daughter, Blind Adam. But anyway, you would know that if that book had made it into the repile. But, you know. Well, you know, thanks for realizing what I do, James. I really do try to bring the thunder when I can. And that's why I open the books and read them. And that's why you're joining me for the Raw Report Repile. And this is basically where we open the speculation matrix. You get inside my brain. We're going to take a look at some things. I'm going to spoil some books for you today. But you know what? We're going to talk about some things that may be spec worthy. And the only thing that sucks is that there are some people out there, James, such as Gary Nusser, the comic perspective, who think on a parallel plane. Like, we're both Doctor Stranges in different, you know, dimensions, and yet we converge on YouTube and IG. So he talked about this earlier, but I already had the slides in, so I'm not going to delete them out. But yeah, we know our new Strange. We knew a new Doctor Strange was coming, and we knew who it it was months ago. We got spoiled. So obviously you can go try to find her first appearance would be tough, but the easiest one to be find Clea, Sorcerer Supreme, and that would be in Earth X number 4. Now, Gary likes to say issue 5 as well, but I think issue 4 is plain to see right there. But yeah, there she is. So, Death of Doctor Strange actually was a really good read. Issue 5 definitely was a payoff. Now, what is going on here? For all everybody's like, oh, Hickman's era of X-Men's over. No. He just planted seeds and said, ha ha ha. Now you have all these plot threads to worry about. Thanks for stopping by, Adam. I know you got to go, my man. And Gene asks Wolverine, "Is that you?" And he goes, "I'm no one. I was never here." And this Wolverine happens to have a whole bunch of techno-organic parts. Reaver Wolverine? I don't know. You think it's Albert? 78 points? So there's a couple of possibilities. We're going to talk about this. So this could be Albert, the cyborg, right? But he wouldn't have come from an egg. That's the problem. Like, if you read the issue, you see this is what they're calling the Omega Wolverine coming from the egg. 10 Deaths of Wolverine actually is his first appearance as far as I can tell thus far. Because it came from an egg, I think this is organic, but I want to point out a couple of things. So first off and foremost, way back when did we see 2 Wolverines? You guys remember this? I remember this. There's the Wolverine on the right next to Rasputin, and then there's the Weapon X on the left next to Mortar. So that was my first clue that this is part of the plot threads from there. But then I also wanted to point out that the actual first appearance of the Phalanx is here in 311. It's not in 306. That's the first appearance of the Legacy Virus, or Legacy Virus infects Rogue, or whatever. So yeah, that last one was Mark Brooks. That was the House of X and Powers of X connecting variant covers from House of X and Powers of 10. Sorry, House of X, Powers of 10, connecting variants. So this right here is, of course, your first Phalanx. I mean, we see them. They're clearly there. The Phalanx on the Wolverine is what brings into question, is it a Phalanxized Albert? Have they taken over the Albert body? Or is it a Phalanxized Wolverine clone? And they talk about it in the House of X early on, how someone does not have their mind in their body. I don't think we've ever gotten that plot thread to pay off. Not sure. We may not have. May not have. So we'll have to see how that one plays out. But that was a wicked read through today, and it very much was a continuation of Inferno. And if you are following the Moira X story, it's important. All right. So according to our friends at Breeding Tool, they said that this dude Tosin, who appears in this book, is the next Miles Morales. Now, you had an A cover, you had a B cover, open order. There was supposed to be a Jusco variant cover that I don't think made it. And then the 25 copy incentive that you see here on the right. So this right here is Tosin. Tosin is, according to our friends over there reporting at Breeding Tool, he's the new Miles Morales. Or he's that caliber of character. Is he going to be the new Black Panther at some point? Like, what's going on here? I do know that there is an abandoned story of having Storm and Black Panther have a child. I'm wondering if they decided to alter that story. In some way. Who knows? Now this, look, if you're not a fan of Jeff Scott Campbell drawing Black Cat and Mary Jane, then this is not your book. Because even though he only does the A cover, it's that style of book. And if that's not your style, well, like I said, you're gonna hate this. So the book opens up with actually decent interior art. Do I just read all day? No. Actually, I shuffle around with the family. I feed myself multiple times. I shower. And, of course, I bag and board books. I travel to the comic book store, go comic book shopping. I do a lot, actually. And in fact, I went and hung out with a friend before going live tonight, which is one of the reasons why I had trouble getting live at 11:45. And, but, again, Ultra Maximus is not just a name, it is a lifestyle, chat. Appreciate you, buddy. So, as I was saying, Felicia Hardy comes in to find that the Hood here is threatening to kill Peter. And she's like, okay, bet. I'll do what you need me to do, which is get his Hood back. And but I need Mary Jane because she's part of the crew. So she gets to take Mary Jane on the crew job with her, and she asks her, so, you ready to suit up, Red? And indeed, I'm not going to spoil it all for you. I'm not going to tell you what goes down in the story and things like that. I'm just going to show you. I'm going to show you some things. So, 78 points, you're thinking of the Elseworlds title called Dark Ages. Mary Jane Watson, of course, does daunt the the Black Cat stuff. But, she uses the wig, so it looks like her. But then there's two of these, but they go and visit Peter in the hospital, and this joke just absolutely... There's a lot of adult jokes in here. And again, if you're not a fan of Jeff Scott Campbell drawing Black Cat and Mary Jane, this ain't your book. But this is pretty funny. He goes, it's this dreamogram. Please be gentle. Okay. And this joke right here also was pretty funny, where she goes, I mean, if I wasn't sure if your dump truck ass would fit in one of my suits, but we made it work. Which was pretty funny because Mary Jane slaps her for that one. And then the last page, it shows them actually being BFFs. Very interesting dynamic here. Mary Jane is, of course, being primed. For all of those who did not pay attention to, well, what was it, that most recent Marvel Timeless book? We'll see what happens. Because I think Mary Jane's got some things going on. But what I do know is this needs to be a $4 book again. Because this dude got 8. The Hood is dead spec, everybody. The Hood is dead spec. Just throwing that out there. Next up, we've got the Raw Report Versus. And what is this? This is where I give you guys a couple of books to compare, and you tell me what you think. If you had the choice of taking home only one of these two books, which would you get? Your reasons for doing so may vary. I just like to pick your brains and give you guys something fun to think about. So, we're going to take a look at some books. So, the first set of books that I gave you was from last week when I said, next week, the variant battle I'm giving you is Peacemaker versus the 10 Deaths of Wolverine. And both of them very campy covers. One of them's a 1 in 50, the other one's a 1 in 25. So if money were no object, these books were both, either on the shelf or both about, let's say, 15 or 20 bucks. Which would you go with? I know that the Peacemaker's funny, but I'm definitely going for the Wolverine. Just because. Daken, X-23, and Wolverine. All right, so that one was the variant battle for this week, and here is the ones I want you guys to ponder for next week. I one book, 2 covers, so it makes it even harder to pick from because Red Sonja Valentine's Day Special, number 1. You can either have the Souza Micah or the Leslie Leary Lee. So right now, the Souza books are making waves, and of course some of you guys are triggering second prints of incentive variants as just a second print A cover. Yeah, Catwoman, the most recent Catwoman. So this right here, crazy stuff. I love Leary Lee's art too, but Souza just absolutely channeled Adam Hughes in her own style and just absolutely killed it. So good luck to you guys next week. That's all I'm saying. Leave me a comment below. Let me know which ones of those 2 again you think fits what you're looking at collecting. So let's talk about it. So we're still in the speculation matrix, everybody, right? The heat of the week. Let's just take a quick breeze through the books that came out this week and hear again what I say. He Who Fights with Monsters is having a good run on these Marvel trade dress, I guess you can say. Good stuff to collect. He Who Fights with Monsters, of course, does have a 10 copy as well as a 20 copy and a 30 copy incentive. Ablaze Books, high ratio incentives. Animal Castle first print, anybody? Oh, my drink's empty. Hope I don't need to clear my throat or anything. So 30 copy incentive, as I was saying. Space Bastards. If you guys haven't read the Space Bastards series, it's pretty interesting. And I didn't pick up this one shot or have a chance to read it yet. I can only imagine. Cowboy Bebop, number 1, the photo variant. Obviously, the photo variant for any kind of signature series reasons. Of course, petitions for second seasons. Keeping the hope alive, everybody. Keeping the hope alive. And there are some good covers. But the Yoshitani, of course, is the one that I would be out there looking for. Cover A by Rodriguez. Cover B. And then cover C of The Harbinger, number 4. Grim Fairy Tales 56, cover C. Cover D. Van Helsing, Return of the League of Monsters, cover C. Dark Blood's 25 copy incentive for issue number 6. And then Firefly number 36, the cover B by Carpenter. And the 25 copy incentives. Getting Dizzy, 25 copy. And then, of course, your House of Slaughter incentive set for issue number 4. 25 copy, 50 copy, 75 copy, and the unlockable. The mock variant for Once and Future 24 is probably going to be one of the hardest ones to collect. I know that Mock's doing the B covers on the Silk series. What is good, Dave collects? Yeah. So, Power Rangers Universe cover B, the more incentive variant. Yeah, it's not too shabby. This also not too shabby, right? This is the one, though. This is the one that I know that for everybody who caught issue number 1 with the Red Ranger, well, they're going to be going after this one, too. And then they're going to be going after issue 3, 4, 5, and 6. 100 copy incentive is not too shabby, though. This is pretty cool looking, though. The Slaughter Pack. Black Hammer, always. I hear a lot of people and comic book store owners and stuff regarding this as the best comic book out right now. Superhero wise. Black Hammer Reborn number 8. Here's the cover B. Cyberpunk 2077. Good stuff. So, as you guys heard me say earlier, this right here, Evil Ash, Army of Darkness, 1979, cover 5, is amazing. So yeah, I'm going to put both of them on there. Selena. Oh. Cho. Cosplay. Cohen trade dress. I do the cosplays for Mel mostly because I know Mel gets down with some of these. But this right here, this 30 copy incentive by Cohen, you guys are probably going to be on the hunt for that one today. The cover M Selena limited version. The Cho limited version is your 21 copy incentive. UV. Sheena by Besh. By Lee. By Besh again. By Lee again. Oh, look, there's the Perillo. Vampirilla by Besh. By our Germ. I'm sorry, Unholy by Besh. And Unholy by our Germ. And then Besh 25 copy. Perillo limited version. Art Germ limited version. Besh limited version. But it's a 21 copy incentive. And then 25 copy incentive. A lot of Dynamite on that list this week, I know. And I normally don't pick Dynamite books because they're... Every now and then they're spec worthy. Sometimes you get a killer artist. My Little Pony Generations number 4, cover C. Sleeping Beauties number 9, 10 copy. Picard. So Picard season 2, I think... I don't have Paramount. I'd like to watch it, but I don't have Paramount. And I think they just took Discovery off of Netflix. So that's on Paramount Plus. Paramount Plus is going to be the only way to watch a lot of that stuff. So we'll see. Transformers Beast Wars got a 10 copy incentive for issue 10. And of course, it's Megatron versus Optimus Primal. So Beast Wars fans love that one. Usagi Yojimbo, the Lone Goat. And the Kid, number 1. And of course, that's a Stan Sakai written book. Lone Goat and Kid. Gunslinger by Booth and Matina. Ice Cream Man. Just a weird cover. Also, just a weird cover. Monstrous number 36, of course. Saga number 55. The, Stray Dogs. You guys are keeping Stray Dogs alive. There's a 2-issue miniseries for you. Here's your incentive variant. For all of you guys wanted Superman in Bondage. There you go. DC on some weird stuff lately. Batman Catwoman Special Sinkowitz variant. And then the Matina for DC Vampires. Yeah, Deathstroke Inc. number 5. 25 copy. And I gotta say, I do like the connecting variant sets. Some books just really pull it off really well. These did it. Pretty good. Faybach. Derek Chew. And then Aki Bright. Peacemaker. Right now, these are all probably really good picks. Peacemaker is really... It's carrying HBO. It's like one of the really, really popular TV shows out there. So, shout out to John Cena for making that happen. But is it going to reflect in the comic book sales? Listen. Despite what some of the writers say about their sales doing so well, some books didn't even appear in the top 50. But had a major spec blowout for issue number 5. Robin number 10 covers C, 125. Task Force Z, and the incentive. And both Teen Titans books. I've watched a couple of the minutes of the first episode, and start watching like pieces of the Suicide Squad replay again. But it's fine. I'll get to it. We'll get to it, buddy. You and me both. We'll both end up watching it when we can. Wonder Girl number 7. Now, I'm very, very sad to see that this is canceled, but obviously go back through the other Wonder Girl issues. find out the first appearance of the other Amazonian girls, and hold. Promise you. Hold. Ah! Fire. This is probably going to be one of the better Spider-Mans of late. Here is the Smith variant. There is your Daughterman variant cover, which if you guys are into the Daughterman many ages / variants, costume variants or whatever they are, well, this is, one you got to pick up too. Even I was down with doing all the X-Men, but now it's like, crap, man, you're doing a whole bunch of other ones. I got to do them now too. So, Black Panther number 3, obviously. I don't need to give you any more reasons. The Frank variant, which is the only variant I was able to secure. I couldn't find any A covers anywhere. And this was a ghost. 25 copy incentive. The Tan Classic Homage variant. This is the placeholder artwork before they made it look even more like a Tales from Suspense book. That's pretty cool, right? Death of Doctor Strange. I liked a lot of them. I think I chose all of them. Yep, all of them. Just a really good read. And of course, it's setting up some stuff in the future, so that's fine. So, Devil's Reign number 3. I read it too. I read it, but I didn't like the abuse that Foggy got. Poor Foggy. And then here's Devil's Reign, the Winter Soldier. Iron Man number 16. But this homage variant, sick. I gotta read this one. Marauders Annual. Mary Jane and Black Cat Beyond number 1. The 25 copy, the 50 copy, and the 100 copy. So good luck to you guys out there chasing that 100 copy Momoko. But there's some store exclusives, I think, so that made it a little bit easier on getting some of the incentives. Except for the Adam Hughes. Everybody wants to overcharge for it. But can't fault them. They're trying to pay for their order on the Hughes. Star Wars High Republic Trail of Shadows number 4, the Fairy variant. And then the Gian Giordano. That's your 25 copy incentive, though. Thor 21. Yeah, I mean, all 4 of them are there because you guys are clearly not going to get the real first appearance. And you're going to go with the Donny Cates stuff. But it's fine. I like this because it's the Omega Wolverine spoiler design variant. And I love this because Lara and Gabby will cut you. Perel's variant? Puh. Look, if it's a phalanx thing, like seriously, if it is a phalanx thing, once Wolverine's been taken over, you're screwed. Screwed. Whole planet. Fucked. X-Deaths of Wolverine number 1. Yagawa anime style incentive variant. X-Deaths of Wolverine number 1. It's kind of like a prelude variant because Sabretooth comes out next week. The Hidden Gem. And I like how they left it a mutant masterwork by Sam Keith. Left that at the bottom. All X-Men's. And that's going to do it for the heat of the week. But you know what? We're not done. The FOC review is still coming up. And that's one of the reasons why you're going to tune into this channel. The next episode of the Secret Variant is where you would get an edge on your FOC ordering. Just enough. Just enough. And the next episode of the Secret Variant is why you're going to subscribe to this channel. Because subscribing to this channel is going to get you the edge. And of course, all the subscribers are going to be the ones that are eligible of winning the Ultra Box. And the Ultra Box is, of course, my giveaway back to you guys for helping me get over 1,000 subscribers. And here we go. So the Ultra Maximus Speculation Matrix is offered on Drunken Chat here. And of course, I want to say thank you to all the other people in the feature channel section. Make sure you subscribe to their content. The next episode of the Wednesday Night Comic Book Presser should also be a reason why you subscribe to my channel. But you guys like a little bit of spec and stuff like that, so you're going to want to watch these. The Raw reports are basically my pickup videos, and it's going to give you an insight into my pickups and my mail drops. And this is where you're going to get some of the best spec. But if you still haven't gotten your fill, well, we got a couple more videos on this channel. First, I just did a Thor and Love and Thunder video that also clearly talks about the God Tempest. You know, the stuff with the hammer and issue 20. Not buying into any of it, so just tread lightly out there for you guys. But if you got like really good spec videos, well, then here's the second printing homage variant covers from Marvel Legacy and the Marvel Hip Hop variant Platinum list. Both of those videos on this channel. The hip hop variants is like 147 of them, so it's a lot of books. And then again, we are circling back to the secret variant. This is a show that I do that's for final orders when they are due. I organize a list. But you know what? Final orders were due on Monday. It's now Wednesday, Thursday, depending on your time zone. So let's take a look and see what books closed. So maybe when you go in the store, you can do a late ad, maybe, I don't know, maybe swindle it. Animal Castle number 3, cover B. Cover C is your 10 copy incentive, so that's what your trade dress looks like. That's also what the 30 copy looks like. And here's your 20 copy incentive. There's your 30 copy black and white. The Lion and the Eagle, with your 10 copy incentive. And the Maniac of New York. This is another movie homage. Crimson Cage number 3. And then Knighted number 4. So this is one, heroes die kind of thing. It's funny, right? Past the Last Mountain number 1. It's a very interesting cover. Rick and Morty Corporate Assets number 4, cover B. Athena, one shot, cover A. And Athena, the Undying, looks to be a vampire and has gotten her some Cyclops. There's the cover B. Rod Espinosa. Forsaken number 1. Ironhead one shot, cover B. We Ride Titans number 2. That's the A cover. They didn't show the artwork for the cover B. Angel had this 10 copy incentive and this 50 copy incentive. House of Slaughter number 3 going back for a second print. Cover B is going to be your 10 copy incentive. Power Rangers number 16 got a cover B with your legacy variant. Legacy numbering. Issue 87. 10 copy incentive by Perel. 15 copy. The Bulk and Skull Montez variant. Fire. Look at that accuracy right there. That if you can't see the original characters doing like funny stuff in the hallway of that set, there's no pleasing you. FOC reveal, and then you're unlockable. Regarding the matter of Oswald's body, he's got a 25 copy incentive for issue number 4. Sword of Hyperborea number 2 of 4, cover A and cover B. Nyx number 4, there's your Besh. Here's your 30 copy Besh incentive. And then your Besh Limited Virgin variant. There's your TMNT homage. So there's this Risque variant, and then there's going to be another one without the trade dress on it. For the Joshua Swaby Sway art collectors, wow, here you go. Red Sonja number 7 of Red Sonja black and white and red. 10 copy incentive as well. Limited Virgin. 11 copy FOC incentive Sway black and white. Yep. Can't do 3 Lionhearted number 6. The Dungeons & Dragons Mindbreaker number 5. G.I. Joe Saturday Morning Adventures, issue number 1. All 3 covers. So there's your A cover, your B cover, and then here is your 10 copy incentive. It looks like a VHS cassette. It's kind of cool. TMNT number 126 is probably going to have some people coming into it because it's got New Mutants into it again. So here's the frogs that appeared last issue. But of course, no cover art for Kevin Eastman's cover B, which means you should probably order it. And then here's your 10 copy incentive. 10 copy incentive for Transformers number 40. Usagi Yojimbo cover A. And then 10 copy. And that is the 10 copy Chibi Sakai. Joe Hill Rain number 2 with a 25 copy incentive. Pretty sick looking cover. And then here is your 50 copy incentive by Thorogood, which is basically shown cover A. King Spawn number 7. Good to see you, Ninth Wonder. Thanks for stopping by, man. King Spawn number 7, cover B by Fernandez. Cover A wasn't too bad, too, but cover B definitely killed it. Supermassive one-shot cover C. So this is the 25 copy incentive. This is by Greg Capullo. This is your shared universe over in Image Comics. There's your cover D, 50 copy incentive. What's the furthest place from here? Deluxe edition. And the second press. Issue 4. Okay. Okay. You guys are going to do it again, aren't you? You're going to kill it again, aren't you? We're going to have an $81 125s again? Because that's what you guys want? Well, Catwoman number 40, cover A, Jeff DeCall. Cover B by Jenny Frisian. You would think that this wouldn't be too hard to hit. Too hard of a number to hit, right? Sozo Micah, once again, giving you a Catwoman incentive variant. Justice League, number 73. And then here is your Newbie on the Amazons, number 5. And then the cover C for that one as well. Robins, number 4. Bartel. Suicide Squad King Shark number 6, and this cover is just so glamour shot trash awesome. Wonder Woman Evolution number 4 with the cover B by Simone DeMeo. Second printing of Avengers Forever number 1. There he is. Avengers Forever number 1 got 25 copy. Oh my god! Oh my god, it put me into sleep because I've seen this one before. This was an open order color variant that blows it out the water. No offense, Russell. Mr. Daughterman, your artwork is fantastic, but they just did not do you justice here by giving you a black and white cover. Stephanie Hans and Black Panther number 4, because everybody's going to be buying these because they think, oh, Tosin's going to show up. Tosin. Are we sure? Before you all go causing run-ups on books for no reason. Captain America, Iron Man number 4 or 5. And then the Sway History Month variant. And shout out to Ninth Wonder, because privately, he told us how he hit up Sway. So Sway would release that artwork. So Sway apparently released that artwork on his Twitter. I just didn't have time to get it together before going live. Carnage Forever, of course, has his 25 copy Panosian, but is also going to have this John Boy Myers 50 copy incentive that I didn't have the artwork for, that he only had a small little teaser for. Death of Doctor Strange, Bloodstone number 1 getting a second print. It's the same as the first print incentive, only different colored trade dress. Okay. Ghost Rider is back with Johnny Blaze. Yeah. They're pushing Johnny Blaze really, really, really hard. And Yuck Lean's incentive variant, the Sue incentive variant, and then there's going to be a Kubert hidden gem. Well, what I did notice is they basically given Johnny Blaze Danny Ketch's bike. The Hulk Grand Design Monster number 1. That's your Momoko. And then there's your Pisker. Those are the two that I think kick it. Iron Man number 17 with a sway. Also Joshua Swaby sway. Black History Month variant. Miles Morales number 35. The Garon variant cover. Phoenix Song Echo number 5 of 5. So, over under that Wolverine's actually in the book. I don't think he's going to be in it. But the Wolf variant cover for cover B. Fire. Mock, like I said earlier. Mock killing it. Good luck finding that Once and Future, though. And then Silver Surfer Rebirth number 2. Oh, and if you watched the Book of Boba Fett today, you got a pleasant surprise. But here's your second print Beskar variant. Is that a pleasant surprise? Probably not. My store told me today that they had 3 subs. They got their 3 books, and unless they get any of the reorders, I won't be getting my copy of the first print. 10 Deaths of Wolverine number 3, and of course this is the one that has his clones, Gabby, Dakin, and Lara. And that's going to finish the FOC review, everybody. I hope you saw some books that you might want to ask your LCS about. And yeah, I want to thank you guys for watching. Make sure you have subscribed. Make sure you do leave me a comment if you're watching on the rewind. Of course, liking and sharing the video is always appreciated. And yeah, that's it for the presser, everybody. It's been an interesting week. Let's see what happens, and let's see what comes on the final order cutoffs coming on the secret variant. Make sure, again, you guys click that notification bell for notifications, because I may not go live at a time that is normal. I may go live at just an odd time, so make sure you click that notification bell. Thanks again for watching, everybody. I appreciate you tuning in.